And the first step to setting the invisible into the visible, transforming the visible into the visible, is to set a compelling goal. Have a compelling vision for your life. Make a mission statement saying, this is what I'm going to do this year. This is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I set out to achieve. And then you start designing processes that will flow into that particular vision. That will help you get closer. The processes doesn't have to make the leap, the quantum leap from start point to finish point. It just needs to take you from one step to the next step. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another insight. As we step into this new year, I want to give you an expression by a gentleman by the name of Donald Curtis. He says, what we are and where we are is because we have imagined it first. That was powerful, and it really had me thinking in terms of going into this new year with a new mind, a new perspective, and fighting for everything that I want to achieve in this particular year. If you want to make this a year of breakthrough, if you really want to make this the year of 2020 more, then you need to start designing a compelling vision for your life. Because without a compelling vision, dreams are just going to fall by the wayside. So I want to encourage you to start dreaming bigger, larger than what you can ever imagine. Don't ask God for the rent money. Don't ask God for the mortgage money. Say, Lord, give me the title deed. Give me the money to put this house on my name. Because that is possible. God says through His word, ask, and I will give the nations to you. My biggest challenge always used to be I was afraid of asking. I was afraid of asking big. And because of that fear, that deep feeling of unworthiness, I developed a socially awkward nature. I felt uncomfortable in other people's company because I didn't feel good enough. I never used to ask employers, for my just dues in terms of finances. I never used to ask. I always just used to accept what was given to me, because I was afraid and I felt unworthy to ask. But God encouraged me through several challenges and through several battles in my journey to start asking, and asking bigger than what I ever thought is possible. Because this is what He says to me through the book of Genesis. He says, let us create man in our image. In other words, God imagined me before time. He decided every aspect of my life, how He wanted to put me together. And that is why He can say so boldly in Jeremiah that I know the plans that I have for you. And that doesn't just speak to my life, it speaks to your life as well. God knows the plans that He has for you because He imagined you before time. He designed you for this specific moment in time in the history of the earth. That is why you're sitting here watching this video right now. That is why I'm able to talk to you right now, because God designed me and placed me on this earth at this moment in time to share this message with you. Alright, so what am I saying to you, right? In order for you to experience a breakthrough year, because you can either just have another year going by, or you can experience a truly phenomenal breakthrough year. But in order for you to do that, the book of Habakkuk says, write the vision down. But you can't just write down any vision. You need to write down a compelling vision, one that is going to inspire you and drive you past the points of all your fears, where you actually believe that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly greater than what I might ask or even think, Those are the type of visions that really drives us to the next level. I look at this particular camera that I'm recording on right now. This was the figment of someone's imagination at one point in time. No one really conceived it 20, 30 years back. But yet here it is, and I'm recording on this particular camera. Why? Because someone was bold enough, audacious enough to dream bigger than any fear, to dream bigger than the feedback and the negative comments that they were getting with regards to a dream that they might have had. I look at someone like Thomas Edison when he invented the incandescent bulb. Failing 10,000 times. I would have given up after the second or third attempt. This guy just kept going. Failure after failure after failure, he kept going. Why? He had a compelling vision. He had something on the inside that was driving him to create something bigger, something that hasn't been seen before. And that is what God is saying to you right now. This particular year, I want to encourage you. Step up, step out, be bold, do the things that you never thought possible. Stop saying, Lord, I just want to get by. I just want to be able to pay my bills. I just want to buy food and put clothes on my back, put clothes on my shoulders back, and dream big, ask big. God says you do not have because you do not ask. And you do not ask because you do not believe that you are able to get. Drop that sense of unworthiness. Call those things which aren't as if they are. If it is a car that you want in your life, speak it. Speak it into existence. The type of car that you want. The make, the model, every aspect. If you don't know anything about cars, go onto the internet, search, find out all the information. Speak that house into existence. Speak that marriage into existence. I'm certainly on a journey this year where I'm speaking a spouse, a life partner into my life. It's scary and it's fearful for me, but I'm doing that because I've learned to tap into something far bigger than my fears. My fears have been holding me back for the longest period of time. And I suspect they might be holding you back as well. And there are different things, different aspects that are holding us back as well. We look at other people's lives and we think, well, I can't do that. I'm not that type of person. No, you're not. But you bring something uniquely different that they can never bring to the world. And you are here by design. So it's time that you start living a life by design as well. And the first step to setting the invisible into the visible, transforming the visible into the visible, is to set a compelling goal. Have a compelling vision for your life. Make a mission statement. Say, this is what I'm going to do this year. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. And this is what I set out to achieve. And then you start designing processes that will flow into that particular vision. That will help you get closer. The processes doesn't have to make the leap, the quantum leap from start point to finish point. It just needs to take you from one step to the next step. And the first step that you need to do in order to create a compelling vision is to seek wise counsel. And the wisest counsel that you can seek out is God's counsel. This is why he says in the book of Proverbs, come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. When you seek God's counsel, you're going to find a reason or the understanding to develop the compelling reason that is going to drive you to the next level of your life. You see, this is why so many of our New Year's resolutions just burn up and burn out, because it is not aligned with who we are at our core. I want to lose weight is not a vision. It is a statement, and it's a negative statement because no one likes losing anything. So this is why you need to seek the wisest counsel of all, and that is God's counsel. And the only way you can seek God's counsel is by seeking him through his word, spending time in his word, meditating on his words, and asking yourself, what is God saying to me through this particular verse? Write it down, write it all down, break it down on a micro level, and extract the value from that. When you do this, you're going to start developing the kind of visions that actually excites you and motivates you when you get up in the morning to push through the barriers and to take your life to the next level. Writing my visions and my goals down was what took me from being destitute during a period where I was unemployed and had no income, where I felt like an absolute loser because I couldn't provide for my family, for my daughters. And it got me, writing a compelling vision got me through that difficult period. And it got me into a space not only where I am employed, but where I'm employed in terms of my desires, my conditions that I have set out for myself. Because I wrote it down and I laid it before the feet of the Lord. And I said, this is what I desire to do. I don't want a job where I'm reporting back to a boss and sitting at an office every single day of my life where I don't feel like I'm being valued or adding value. I want a job that meets me on my particular need, that has the flexibility that I want. And I got all of that, And that is because I developed a compelling vision for myself. And I want to encourage you, if you really want to make this a transformational year, a breakthrough year, then you need to design a compelling vision for your life. Because guess what? It is possible. It is possible that you can live the life that God has designed for you when he imagined. Okay, so develop that compelling vision for your life and just, put the processes in place to take your life to the next level. If you took value from this particular insight, please share it with the next person. Let's impact lives out there. Let's help people tap into who they truly are capable of being so that they too can start living their lives God's way. If you haven't yet, by all means, please do subscribe to the channel. And definitely, by all means, please give the channel a like, as it does help me push out the content to a wider audience so that I can impact more lives out there. I really appreciate having you here. I hope that you took value from this particular insight, and I look forward to sharing more with you as we progress through this year. So I look forward to catching you on the next insight. For now, this is Vinnie Mac saying, change your thinking, change your world.